Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading today. We are going to be getting advice from your mermaid guides. And I'm very excited to do this reading. I've been wanting to do this for a while. If you're new to the channel, I am so happy to have you here. Welcome, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome back. My name is Jody. I am an intuitive mentor and channel, which means it's my job to listen to spirit and to provide the divine messages that are coming through for you. You can find out, excuse me, you can find out all about me and my services anytime at thespiritexperience.com. So I'm just taking a moment here to clear all the decks that we will be using in this reading for you, as well as the charm bowl here. And I'm going to remove some of these because we're just going to be using the Salton Sea and this beautiful Odyssey bicycle deck to pull along with a charm. So Sacred Creators, setting aside messages from the Mermaids Oracle. This is the Mermaid Tarot. And finally, the Oceanic Tarot. And let's choose 3 piles together from the Salt and Sea Energy Oracle. Just a quick reminder before we begin. Thank you. Oh, there's 2 here. You want both? You want both. Okay. Just a quick reminder before we begin that this is a general reading. It's not an individual reading. So you just want to pay close attention to the messages during your reading that are resonating with you and, wow, that one flew, and leave the rest. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. And I'm gonna couple that with one of these. I keep wanting to call this the compass deck, just because it sort of has this beautiful 8-pointed star. Reminds me of a compass. It's the Odyssey deck here. Ooh, wow, these first 2 piles are kind of coming together here. So pile 1, pile 2, and take that one, thank you, pile 3. Now I am gonna add a charm to this for you so that you can trust your intuition, use your intuition, and really be able to see which pile you're being called to for the advice from your mermaid guides. So I'll close my eyes here, and for pile 1, we have, ooh, he's backwards. Let's see if I can get him here. There you go. The gorilla or monkey. Monkey charm, pile 1. Group 2, pile 2, we have the eagle, which has been making an appearance in some of these recent readings. Eagle charm. And lastly, pile 3. Oh. The money bags. The money bag charm for you, pile number 3. Okay, wonderful. So just take a moment, see which group of cards and charm is resonating with you. And once you have made your selection, you can head right down to the timestamps to jump right ahead to your reading and see what kind of advice your mermaid guides have for you today. Hello, group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you're listening to this, then you chose the pile all the way to the left, the first pile, with the monkey scratching its head charm, which I'm really excited. So I already know this is going to be about your thought processes. We're going to be getting advice from your mermaid guides. Mermaid guides are elemental guides. They obviously are in the water. They kind of have 2 sides to them, I find a lot. So they can be inspirational, help you deal with your emotions, because of course they live in water. They can also be very protective, cutthroat, trying to put it nicely, very, very protective. But right away, I know this is gonna have something to do with your mind. So I am going to look at the Odyssey card that was pulled for you and that you chose to see underlying energy. Ooh, exactly. So Ace of Spades, which is the Ace of Swords. And look at that, beautiful. Wow, okay. So the Ace of Swords is all about brand new ideas, new insights, being really excited, breakthroughs happening for you in your mind. So if you've been thinking a lot about something, worrying about something perhaps in your mind, or wondering, when am I going to get that new idea? Is this new idea correct? Is this new idea in alignment? Is it going to be successful? Should I move forward with it? Group one. It looks like the monkey is really providing us the information we need along with that grounded energy. So you're going to be receiving new insights, new ideas, new opportunities through that, maybe some clarity on a situation that you've been trying to think about. And because the mermaids are so, like I said, connected to water and emotion, I'm guessing they may want you to kind of take a break to allow that channel, trust that this is what's in your core energy or your rooted energy, that it is available for you. Successful new ideas, clarity, answers, solutions, things like that are going to be available for you. But the monkey says, you may be thinking too much or spending too much time trying. So let's see what you have under the salt and sea. Woo. The seagull. Look at the bigger picture. A bird's eye view. So yeah, this is your mermaid guides telling you, it's time to rise up, to see things from a higher perspective, perhaps from a new perspective, because that's really what's going to serve you. To me, it feels like it's going to open you right up. Like you've just been trying way too hard, group one, to think of this or to figure this out. And so spending some time outside of your mind, what they're showing me is, sometimes they give this to me, which is when somebody is able to come outside of themselves and look at their lives or their situation or their circumstances from outside of themselves. So as if you were someone else, what kind of guidance would you provide a friend? What would you say to them or a loved one, someone that you really care about, looking at your situation or looking at what you're trying to figure out, or what kind of answer or solution would you provide someone that you really cared about? I just want to make sure these were upright. So right now I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Sacred Creators Oracle for you. There's 2 and 3. And that's going to help us at the end of the pull after we've looked at your tarot cards and what the mermaids would like to give you from there. And also, I'm going to couple that for the end of your reading here with 2 of these messages from the mermaid cards. So we'll get this done first so we can close with it, and so that your mermaids can kind of like stack that, which I love. All right, straight to the Mermaid Tarot. I will take these as they come, and this is going to give us some information about, what it is you've been possibly trying to figure out, thinking about, what kind of new ideas are popping up in your head, or what they're trying to tell you, what the mermaid guys are trying to tell you about it. So I'm going to grab 4 here. 2, 3, thank you, and shuffle. There it is, 4. Okay, so let's take a look. See what they're trying to tell you here. Okay, you've got the 3 of Cups here showing up in the reverse position. Now, immediately I can feel that there is like a question around the people that are around you and possibly either sharing these new ideas with them or what they're going to think about them or working with them or getting a bad response. That's what it feels like. Like maybe the people that you're closest to don't think you should do something, or they're not on board, or they don't see you. Thank you. They don't see your vision. Okay. And there may be a need for you to kind of be either keeping it to yourself, or really what the message is you don't have to tell everybody everything that you are planning for, that you are dreaming about, that you are envisioning. So, okay, keep that in mind. Let's see what else we have. The 9 of Wands here in the reverse position. All I'm hearing is keep going, keep going. So you're on to something, group one. I feel as though you are on to something. And again, that not everyone may quite understand it. And what your mermaid guides are saying is like, flow. That's okay. You don't need to have everybody understand or even get it or even be on board. Or sometimes your vision, people don't get it until they see it. And that's what they just said. Until they see it, they're not going to get it. So stay resilient. This is a card of resiliency, and sometimes it can be like you've been struggling, right? And hoping and wanting and possibly thinking too much there, because we do have that beautiful, insightful card in your rooted energy, grounded energy, or core energy. And this tells us we've been thinking too much. We need to zoom out here. But they're telling you here, don't give up. Keep going. You're on to something. It's just you might need a break. Your mind feels like it might need a break. And thank you. You possibly here may have been looking outside of yourself for like validation about what it is that you should be doing. And I feel like you need a break. So it's not, don't stop. You just may need a break. Again, keep going is what they're saying with that card. You've got the Five of Swords here. This is an interesting depiction of it. As you can see, this cute little penguin is patting her on the head after she's cut herself with this sword. And all these little mer children are playing with swords. They don't realize what they're doing, really. They don't understand that they can be harmed. This is a card of thought and conflict in your thinking. So that's why again, it feels like you need to keep going and take a break here. Like they don't want you to keep forcing because it can harm you, basically. Like, look, the mermaid guides have sent a messenger to comfort you that if you have been thinking too much, okay, and you've been trying, and it's feeling like so much mental conflict around it, like it's really worrying you, it's really bothering you over and over again, you just can't get it out of your head. You wake up with it, you go to sleep with it, you're asking people about it, you're trying to figure it out from the ground, when they're asking you to rise up and have a higher perspective. This could be harming you. And as they're wanting me to say, it's like we sent a little messenger, right, to comfort the mer child. So you're being comforted and being told it's all right to take a break. You don't have to keep sitting in that conflict in your mind, especially because it seems to be harming you, right? And lastly, we have the moon. That's beautiful. This card also is a wonderful depiction of the moon card. She comes out at night and she sings this beautiful melody that, what they're saying is that is providing you with the insights. So it's take a rest, listen within. The moon card is all about intuition. Sometimes it can bring up like fears in the darkness is how they're saying it. So if those fears are coming up for you, I'm going to be picking coupling cards to see what other information they have for you there, what other kind of advice they have. But you can see that in the stillness, in the darkness, in the quiet, you have the mermaid guides coming to provide you with the insights, provide you with, the answers. Also, music here. They may come through the music. Thank you. That's actually thank you very much for saying that, guys. It's like if you can't get out of your head, you may want to listen to music. Okay, this may reconnect you to the higher perspective, a bigger perspective, or a overview looking, right, perspective. And also it may provide you with messages, insights. They may be coming through. These mermaid guides for you may be coming through the music and providing you the clarity or the answer or helping you to see the higher perspective. Thank you. That's really what they just said. Helping you to see the higher perspective. So by all means, turn on some music, especially if you feel really conflicted in your mind as you're trying to figure out the situation or asking for insight. They're going to be using songs, lyrics, thank you, lyrics to songs, messages through the songs for you, advice, more advice, they just said, even more advice through the music. That's wonderful. I love that. Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to use this Oceanic Tarot to get some coupling cards, and I'll only be taking these upright. That's 3 and 4. Thank you. How would you like to turn them over? Okay, so they go in order, and this is here. Okay, these go in order, so I'm just gonna place them. Again, we're only gonna be taking these upright, they asked, as I was prepping for this. So let's see what we have coupling this Three of Cups energy. Ooh, the Three of Pentacles. Recognition. See, the recognition I feel needs to come within, right? And thank you. They are recognizing you now. So these mermaid guides are coming in for you, group one, and saying, we see you. We love this idea. We're going to bring some people in that actually acknowledge it, that are on board, that feel great to work with. So don't worry about the people who don't have your vision. We love your idea. We are going to be bringing you even more insights on this. Please keep envisioning they're recognizing you, and that may then lead to external recognition, but they don't want you focusing on trying to get external validation. Okay, group number one, they're recognizing you. They love it. They love it. Yes. That's what they're saying. The Three of Pentacles is about teamwork and collaboration. And sometimes like figuring out or learning how to put something together or create something. Especially if this has to do with, building something or work. Again, the new insights are coming. They're telling you, we love you. We are recognizing you. We are working with you. And you don't have to seek, at this time, group one, you do not need to seek external validation. Talk to the mermaid guides because they're loving what it is that's coming, and they're going to be bringing you many new insights. Okay, and we have the Two of Wands with vision. Yes, thank you. It's, as they were saying, keep going, keep going. You don't have to stop here. Especially if you felt defeated, overwhelmed, overworked. They just said overworked. The Two of Wands, she has vision here, which is just another nod. Keep your vision. It doesn't have to be recognized by others. Some people might not get it. They're seeing. And also the Two of Wands can be a decision card. What should I do? However, it has this really beautiful sparky energy to it because it is fire. And so these are beautiful creative opportunities that are coming in. So you may have two opportunities that are going to be showing as you allow yourself to be resilient, to keep going, not giving up. It also indicates progress and a chance to plan. So the new insights that you may be coming, or given to you through the music or otherwise, being able to see the higher perspective, you may be able to see the two paths that are available, or you may be able to see which opportunity is right for you, or maybe you're going to take both. Okay, love that. Also, you'll be able to, that higher perspective and that insight's going to allow you to make progress, right? To be able to take some steps to possibly plan whatever it is that's coming up for you, or plan to take the next steps. Thank you. Love that. And with the Five of Swords, we have the World card. Yes. Oh, and she has regeneration here. Wow. Okay. Love this energy. So yeah, it's taking a break to regenerate. This is, the World card is a card of accomplishment, of completion, of coming to the end of a certain cycle. So what they're saying here to you is, we don't want you doing this to yourself anymore, with this worry in your mind and this conflict in your mind and harming yourself by thinking too much. It's come to an end. It's safe to let that go now and allow yourself to regenerate, allow your mind to rest, right? In order to expand. It feels like a creative expansion is happening, and these new insights are not going to be found in your mind like you think they are. So it's safe for you to bring that to a close, this idea that you have to figure it out or think about it or figure out how it's going to come to life or what's going to happen. And you can trust the mermaid guides to be able to bring new insights in when you let that go, when you close out that chapter that says, yeah, it's like these narratives. They're going like, the narratives are keeping you stuck, right? They're keeping you in this place, and they just want that to be closed out and giving yourself a bit of time to regenerate, to see the bigger picture, to rise up, and to be open to these creative ways that they may be coming in to provide you with new insights, new ideas, and a new path or clarity, answers. So close that out for yourself, group one. Don't be afraid to do that. It's safe to stop harming yourself by thinking or harming yourself in your thoughts. If you have narratives that are putting you down, especially, they want that to end, and allow yourself to be kind to yourself in your mind, okay? Think happy thoughts about your beautiful vision, okay? Because they are recognizing that, of course, even if other people around you are not. And lastly, we have, the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, with destiny. Oh my gosh, group one. I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited for you because this is a good turn of luck. This is spirit coming in and saying, this is your destiny. Here is the answer. Here is a turning point, or it's like a stroke of, they just said a stroke of genius. Okay, a stroke of genius. The Wheel of Fortune on the back of this it's just telling you, coupled with the moon card here, especially this specific moon card, you are going to recognize how these mermaid guides on your spirit team are helping you. So if you can be around any kind of water, especially ocean, you're probably going to have even better access to the information. However, they're telling you straight away, like, it will come in the form of music, listening to music, and your destiny will be revealed. And by that, they mean you're going to understand, right? You'll have the clarity that you want. This is them showing you your good luck is coming. The wheel is going to be turning now in your direction. If you've been worried, don't worry anymore. Here we come with some good fortune, basically. Good fortune, beautiful insights, answers and clarity, solutions. But you can see how they're getting there and what they're asking of you in order to be able to deliver that stroke of luck, that, it's like a nugget of destiny, a nugget that tells you things are changing now and they're going to be moving in your direction, group number one. I absolutely love this energy. Yes, love, love, love. Okay, let us see what is under the Sacred Creator Oracle to kind of bring this together, more info from your mermaid guides. Look at this. Ambush fear with your ferocious dream. 51-6. Now, they're saying you have to choose this by giving us the Lover's card there, because the Lover's card, of course, is wonderful. Relationships, coupling up, and harmony. However, it's also the card of choice, okay? And so it's going to be up to you to do this. They're not saying like, oh, move through your fear, flow through your fear. They're saying ambush it. Get rid of it. Plow through your fear with your ferocious dream. So and we're putting this here. So this is connected to their recognition. They're saying that fear that you have, the things that people might be saying or not supporting you, okay? Keep the vision alive. Keep going. Ambush your fear. Those are like powerful words. With your ferocious dream. So keep the vision. If you're using your mind, you want to use it in the way that it's meant to be used to serve your highest good, and that is through your imagination. And they're telling you, dream, envision for yourself. Keep going. Keep that alive. There's going to be a beautiful turn of events, and it's time to close out this cycle of just worrying about things and trying. Fall in love with your own story. 54-9. This is the Hermit energy. Okay. See, it's about telling yourself a different story, group one, right? Fall in love with your own story. Tell yourself the story. As they were saying, like these thoughts that are cutting you, that are not cutting you, that are not helpful, they're not inspiring, they're not positive, they need to go. Time to close that out. The vision that you have for yourself is a story that you are creating. That is one of high vibration, that is one of success and prosperity, that is one of love, perhaps. So they want you to fall in love with that, to focus your attention on that, to keep going, keep the vision, okay, and release this kind of mental turmoil. They just said, it's just not you anymore. It's just not you. And I got a wink there. I love mermaid guides. As I said, they can be both. They can be very protective. I'm sure they are protecting you as you keep your vision and as you keep moving to a different space where you're allowing creative inspiration to flourish. Thank you, is what they just said. So tell yourself a beautiful story over and over again and start to fall in love with it. Start to fall in love with your vision for the future, with yourself, with what you're becoming, with what you're going to accomplish. Yes, love, love, love it. Okay, and finally, lead your metamorphosis. Lead your metamorphosis. 53-8. This is the strength card. This is another indication that you're in charge here, group number 1, okay? That you are the one who's going to create your destiny, that's going to usher you through this transition, that you can do it, of course, with the help of your mermaid guides. Now, yes, I'm just listening. So even though we have this connected to the Wheel of Fortune card and the Destiny card, we have this beautiful nod to you, because working with any kind of guides or your spirit team is a co-creation process. So they're not doing it on their own. They're going to be guiding you through the music. They're going to be guiding you as you turn within, as you move within. But you've got the power. You've got the strength. It's got to be your determination, right, that allows you to shift in a way that really, really illuminates your future and releases these kind of thoughts. That's how you're going to lead. So your thoughts are going to lead you here, and they're going to, the word that they just used was abide. They're going to abide. So whatever it is that you're thinking about, whatever kind of story that you're telling yourself, this change that you're going through right now is actually going to be led by you. They're handing that back to you to say, you have the power. Don't ever forget that. And we will follow suit. We're going to bring in some really amazing turn of events, right, into your life. We're going to bring in some beautiful insight for you. We're going to show you what it is that vision can bring, or we're going to bring into your life or into your mind or into your spirit, what it is that you need to move through this transition. You're going through a change, and it's a beautiful one, and they are going to co-create with you. But again, it's your life, and so you're the one that's meant to lead it. So whatever it is that you're thinking about, they're going to abide by that. So it's really important here, as we saw at the beginning of your reading, to pay attention to what your mind is doing, because it's going to kind of like bring whatever you're envisioning is going to transpire. And they're looking for you to take the lead. Look, you even have a butterfly here, which is beautiful, right? There's a transition happening. Start to fly, rise up, be able to see your situation from a higher perspective, or what you're trying to do, and then release, knowing that you can keep that vision, that they're recognizing it, they're loving it, but you're the one in charge. And they will guide you. Willingly, they said. We are willing. We are here to guide you along the way to, because this has the word destiny, it's to your destiny. Okay? All right, to close out your reading, let's see what they have to say. Final guidance here with these messages from the mermaids. Gentleness. Okay, so this is a nod to not being super harsh, because we have this here. This feels like really powerful, pushy kind of energy. And so this is a nod to balance that out. Okay? It's being gentle with yourself as you move through the metamorphosis, and as you ambush those fears, giving yourself time to regenerate, or being kind to yourself as you're moving through the transition, and seeing things possibly from a different perspective, creating new stories for yourself, that it doesn't always have to be harsh, right? That it doesn't always have to be, they're saying the word harsh, so harsh. Instead, you can actually flow. It's being kind to yourself is what they're saying, basically. So don't forget, things need balance to move forward. And it's a call to being gentle as you move through this process, and as you start to receive the new insights and the new information. And truth. Okay, so this is about being honest with yourself. It's like, once you're honest with yourself about what your vision is, and about how amazing you are, and about what you've been doing in your mind and trying too hard, they're like, we'll give you the truth if you ask. So if you're honest with yourself, they're also going to reciprocate that and guide you. Thank you. Beautiful energy. Well, I'm really excited for you, group number 1. I feel like you're on the precipice of something amazing. This was your reading. If you found it helpful, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leaving me a comment below. If you know somebody else that may benefit from these messages, please share it with them. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the little bell in order to get updates the next time that I post a pick a card reading. And I'm just really excited for you, group number 1. I believe that you're in the beginning of something grand, and that these mermaid guides are here to guide you out of your mind, up to the higher perspective, back into your heart, back into the wisdom of your vision to help you shift your thoughts and really create a beautiful new life. I mean, they're going to lead you. They want this sort of mental chaos to be ending, and they're going to show you the way, show you, give you clarity, provide you with information and insight along the way. So I hope you have the most wonderful time working with these beautiful mermaid guides and creating your vision for the future. Thank you so much, group number 1. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you're listening to this, then you chose the second pile right in the middle with the eagle charm. And as I was asking prior to your reading about this, the eagle is about focus, determination, independent energy. Yeah, like meeting a goal. And they said, heed the call. So I'm wondering what that's all about for you, group number 2, what the mermaids are trying to tell you here. Just going to take a look under the Odyssey card that you picked for your core energy, grounded energy, rooted energy. Ooh, okay, a very balancing card with the 4 of diamonds. This is being very responsible with your finances, feeling very grounded, safe, and secure. Sometimes there can be a nod to, holding too tightly to what you have, especially on the material plane when this card pops up. But it's really about a stability energy on the physical plane, including money, home, feeling really stable, feeling really secure, and independent, right? Because we have that coupling, the eagle charm. And that's a beautiful energy. So focus, independent, stable energy is what they're talking about for you. And you have the opportunity for group number 2. Now let's see what they're trying to tell you through the salt and sea. The flamingo, find balance, practice moderation. So right in alignment with your underlying message there, and the eagle. Interesting, 2 birds. 2 birds here. I think this is a nod to what the energy I was picking up on with. Sometimes this card can be really holding too tightly to the vest when it comes to your finances or what it is that you're building, growing, doing. So what the flamenco is telling you to do is to find some, find some balance, find some moderation, be able to do things with that amazing hard-earned money or with what you have available to you without it being super extreme. So they're saying sometimes you got to have some fun. And mermaids are very playful sometimes, of course. They're very, they connect to the emotions. And so, because of course they're in water, so they can be very insightful, as I said, very playful. They can also be kind of cutthroat and harsh, or protective is the word they would like me to use. This is about protecting your money as well, right? Stability around it. So I'm just choosing 3 cards here for the end of your reading from the Sacred Creators. Thank you. Ooh, and there they are. Okay. And I'm going to actually choose another 2 from messages from the Mermaids deck for a little bit of guidance from your mermaid guides at the end of your session as well, at the end of your reading as well. That's, you know, my day job verbiage sessions. Okay, there we go. Now let's see exactly what your mermaid guides are talking about with this beautiful, balanced, independent energy that you're stepping into or getting to have. Wow, look at that, just flipping out, making sure for us not to miss it. The King of Pentacles upright. I'm looking for 4 here, so we're starting off with a very powerful, abundant provider, wealth energy, prosperity energy, and knowing how to use it. I will take these cards as they come. There we go. Okay, let's see what else we've got going on. So they're just telling you straight away, you feel to me, group 2, like you've done the work, you've figured things out, you know how to stack your money is how they want me to say it. You also know how to be able to provide for other people. So this is amazing. Maybe you're taking care of loved ones, or you're taking care of a family. Yeah. They're talking about how you also give gifts. So you must be very giving, group number 2. I love that. You may have been able to grow this kind of financial stability or stability in general with hard work and determination. And you may possibly, you know, have your own business, etc., because we have that focused energy, that independence energy, entrepreneur type energy kind of coming through. But it looks like they're asking for you to lighten up a bit is how they're saying it. Ooh, wow, look at that. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles there in the reverse position right next to her king. And that is exactly what they were just giving me, which is the Queen of Pentacles. I'll show her to you up right there. She's a beautiful energy. She is practical, which is this rooted energy, but she loves the finer things on the physical plane. She doesn't have a problem, obviously, as you can see, receiving plentiful and unlimited abundance at all times. And she's willing to use it to enjoy her experience physically. So because this is showing up reversed, again, it's like you've mastered, you probably have mastered money, or you're very abundant, or you're on your way there at the very least. And you may be kind of holding it too tightly, not in fear. It feels like a fear energy or a worry energy. And of course, we'll see what else comes here. But this card coming up right next to it, you know, it's like we want to have that happy, abundant couple upright. And they're telling me here that sometimes you know, you may not want to. You feel like you may not want to spend your money or like there's certain things that you think are okay to do that with, and other things that are not, which is not a bad thing, but I think they want you to use it in a lighter way. Like they're showing me the word hoarding. The Chariot in reverse. So here's the Chariot upright. Those beautiful mermaids just getting ready and harnessing up that mer horse, I guess, is what you would call it. So this card is showing up in the reverse position here, which is maybe you don't know exactly what you want to do with what you've been able to accomplish. They're talking about losing focus, group 2. So maybe you've been losing some focus. You've built something, but now you're losing focus. I think you do need to just be a little more like start thinking about yourself again and what it is that you'd like to do. We have Pentacles here. It's very grounded energy. I don't see any hearts yet. Let's see if we have any cups in this. 6 of Swords in the reverse position. I think they've been trying. I think your mermaid guides have been trying to help you transition into a place where you feel like it's okay to enjoy some of your bounty, some of your riches, some of what you've been able to accomplish. Because, right, they're talking about like, if you can't enjoy it, what is the purpose of working so hard for it or spending all of your time and energy on it? The Six of Swords is about a peaceful transition out of a difficult time into something much better, into something much more hopefully aligned. Because you're, whoa, this card just popping out of my hands. Because this is reversed, what they're saying is we've been trying to give them sort of signs, symbols, messages around how you could start to make that transition, what you could do to be able to move forward a bit. And because I don't want you to be in lack with all of this abundance. You clearly have made it to a certain point, a certain marker, where now it's time to enjoy some of that. And they've been trying to help you transition, is what I'm getting with this card. Because of course, the seal is helping the merman, you know, because of course he can't, he's on ice, so he needs some help. And Spirit's been helping you. Those mermaid guides have been kind of trying to give you signals, trying to show you how it is that you could maybe lighten up or spend some time just in enjoyment energy. Putting down that phone is what they just said. Putting down that phone for a bit. Being able to be present, thank you, in your experiences and with the people that you love and the people maybe that you're taking care of all the time, that you're working so hard for. Also, again, I'm picking up this scarcity energy. Like you're afraid that if you stop, that it's either all going to go away or that it's going to be massively depleted to the point where you're not safe. But that's just not true. That's what they're trying to tell you. You've got a really rooted stability card and security card in your... I've got 5. Do we want 5? No. They're saying the one that's different can go, meaning this one. So I'm going to put this one back into the deck. Your mermaid guides are a pretty interesting group too. Their energy is interesting. As I was saying, they're wanting you to release control a bit and relinquish it and step into a flow a bit more. And it certainly doesn't feel like that is how you got here, right? But now it's time to enjoy it. So I'll only be taking these upright. That's what they've asked. And we'll see what couples this kind of energy here. So yeah, the 5 of Swords with conflict. Coupling this King of Pentacles. Again, it's everything that they've been saying. Like, you've made it to this point. You are this abundant, beautiful leader, provider. You're wealthy. Even if this is not coming up in literal money, abundance and wealth can be seen in many different ways. I'm really picking up that this is hard work and abundance gained. So if it's not physical money, then it's something else on the physical plane that you've been able to acquire. And you feel like if you let go or you let your guard down, then it's all gonna go. And it's not safe to be able to give to yourself in a different way or take a little extra time away. But the mermaid guides are here to tell you that, like, you've made it to that point. You can actually release the control and the conflict that's going on in your mind about it. You don't have to worry so much about it, in other words. The 5 of Swords is about, you know, mental conflict, essentially. And sometimes it can be like a competition energy. So maybe you feel like you can't leave because there's other people competing for your spot, or that it might like unseat you. There would be something you won't be able to come back. They're saying nothing to come back to. But that's just not the case. It does not feel that way. It feels like you have a grounded, like, it's safe. The money is safe. The treasure is safe. The abundance is safe. The prosperity is safe. It's time to start enjoying it because you've just been so focused. Wow, look at that again. The 6 of Swords. But it's upright, of course, because we're only taking these upright. And they actually came upright, so that's nice. Calm is what they have here. So as you are hopefully taking your mermaid guidance or insight, direction on being able to give to yourself and start enjoying things and feeling more comfortable, like the comforts of your hard work. Let's just say it that way. Or the comforts of what it is you've been able to achieve. It transitions you, it looks like, out of the mental worry. And hopefully it helps you move forward. I'm interested to see what's under this card. Oh my goodness, yes it does. And there's the cups I was looking for, wondering about. She has boredom here. Interesting. Oh, maybe you're afraid you might be bored. That's what they're saying. Like, if I do this, I don't know what I would be without work. I don't know what I would be without doing what I'm always used to doing and filling up my entire schedule and they're saying overscheduled, actually, group 2. Being overscheduled. It's not depicted like this here, but lots of times the 4 of Cups is a gift from the universe or a gift from the guides, because it's like a figure that is looking at only 3 cups and doesn't see the 4th cup outside of their viewpoint or being coming down from spirit. And so this is really an opportunity to kind of shift that. It's interesting that she has boredom here, and they're really highlighting that the words matter. The words matter. Like, you'll be able to transition calmly if you allow, but there's some kind of fear coming up around, like, if I don't have my work or I don't have my schedule, then what am I supposed to do? And I think, again, because this is a transition energy and we're getting the 6 of Swords twice, it may be a transition for you, but it looks like it's one that they're guiding you to make right now, because you have reached a certain point and you need to be able to have some balance and moderation. You may be overworking, as they keep saying, overworking, yes. They understand. And so you may find that at first you make the move and you're a little bit bored, maybe you're apprehensive, and then you're like, is this all there is? But if you allow and stay open through the transition, you'll be able to find the things that fill your cup, right? And as I said, that card is normally depicted with the cup that you're not seeing. So I think that there's something that you might be missing, that your mind is either worrying about with the boredom energy. Like you're basically going like, I really don't know. I mean, a day or two, fine, but then what am I gonna do? But if you allow the openness, the mermaid guys will just drop that into your lap. They'll show you what you can discover about taking some time off or not dedicating all of your focus and time and energy to creating this financial abundance, creating this financial abundance, or creating this foundation, okay? Because it's already there. You've already created it. And the 9 of Swords, wow. Anxiety. This is going to be very interesting to see what we have under here, because look at all these swords. And the 4 of Cups with boredom. The 9 of Swords is a worrisome energy, worrying about making the transition. And I think that your mermaid guides have already obviously experienced that, because they were talking about how they've been trying to show you, they've been trying to help you transition out of that, to find more balance, to be able to practice moderation, etc., or to just give to yourself, enjoy some of the fruits of your labor. And it really does cause some anxiety here. And they want you to come out of all of this worrisome energy. They want you to transition out of it. That's what's called for right now. You're actually not going to be bored, but I feel that there is like a period of transition, like time, that would have to be experienced or moved through in order for you to really start to settle in and feel comfortable around giving to yourself, around making these kinds of moves, or feeling successful in resting or relaxing even. It's almost like, yeah, they're talking about how they're there's something inside of you that there's a belief or something that has to do with your worth is connected to your work. Like, who am I if I'm not this person working? Like, who am I if I'm not this label? If I'm not working, I don't know who I am. And I think your mermaid guides are really hoping and trying here to guide you to starting to discover that. Like, who were you before you were working all the time or trying to create this beautiful, foundational, prosperous world, land, home, environment, life that you have been able to create? What did you like to do? What got you excited? That's what they want you to tap back into now, group 2. I mean, on the upside, it sounds pretty fun. On the downside, it looks like there is a lot of mental stress around it for you. But if you trust, it feels like they're already trying to usher you through that transition. And after a bit of time, you're going to love how it feels. You're not going to be able to wait to kind of either give up some of that work time or give up some of that time where your energy is being spent on things to push the needle, move the needle forward, and allow the needle to rest a bit and for you to relax or have some fun or have some enjoyment. Especially, they keep showing me it's like around the people that you care about, right? Joining forces. It doesn't have to be alone time if that's not your thing. It's doing something just because you want to do it, not because, just to enjoy it, not because it provides you with money or a leg up, right? Or a step forward or a promotion is what they just said, a promotion. You're doing it just because you want to be happy. You're just doing it because it makes you happy. And I think that scares you a bit, or it definitely, your mind is having a hard time wrapping itself around, like I said, who you are if you're not working. Let's see what guidance we have from your mermaid guides here from the sacred creators. Okay. Bliss is worth creating from or for or from. From. Bliss is worth creating from with an 8. So you are strong enough to step into your heart center. There's the hearts. I was wondering about the hearts. It's so interesting. This is the only cups card we got here for you. It's like you're not giving up the beautiful riches that you've been able to obtain. You're not giving that up to do this. Actually, what's going to happen here if you allow this is, oh, that's wonderful. Yes. If you allow yourself some of the finer things, luxury is what they just said. If you allow yourself to enjoy the fruits of your labor, you're actually going to be able to create more because you're in this bliss energy. Look at how it's like connecting them. You're in this bliss energy that fills your heart, that makes you happy, that makes you joyful, that makes you feel amazing. And then you create even more by doing that. Love that. Fierce serenity. So here's an 8, 26, 8, and we've got another 8. So this is the strength card. This is them really asking you to have some courage, use this determination that you have, and be determined to transition through this, to give yourself some rest, to have some enjoyment, to go have some fun. Fierce serenity. Yes, to be serene and calm. And calm here. It's like you're making the transition, but she has calm on this. They've been trying to help you stay calm through the transition, I'm sure, as well. And here they are giving it to you again. You've got to be able to step into your inner power to do this, even if it scares you, even if it makes you afraid of losing things. I don't think that is the case at all. It feels like a very stable foundation that you have built. And security, thank you, security is not found externally. That's very important to remember. Because if you're trying to do that all the time, you never actually are secure. You're chasing something that no matter what you do, in some way, shape, or form, could be taken away because it's outside yourself. Feeling safe, secure, and stable is within yourself. Even though we're dealing with the money piece of this for you a bit here, or the work, it's not what actually provides the stable energy that you're looking for, the serenity, the calm that they're asking for you to step into. That's not what is going to provide it. You can keep working and working and working, or keep saving and being in control, and you're not going to feel enjoyment and calm. They're looking for you to just give a little, shift a little, do it in moderation. You don't have to give everything up or stop working completely. They're just asking you to find some balance for yourself through enjoyment and serenity. Overrate your intuition. Wow. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Because I was asking about the connection of the cards. It's like here they're telling you you'll know exactly what to do. You'll actually be guided through the transition, as they were saying. You won't be bored. If you trust your intuition, you won't feel bored. You'll know exactly what to do next, or you'll really let go and allow yourself to enjoy. If you trust your intuition, it's the opposite of this anxiety mind energy here. Overrate your intuition. Thank you. As good as you are at this focused, they're saying the word diligent energy, as focused and independent and that go-getter energy that you have, as good as you are at that, working and being there and showing up and determination, etc., that's how good you're meant to get with your intuition. And they're saying, overrate your intuition. You know how it feels to know how good you are here with this type of energy? They want you to use that same kind of energy, prosperous, abundant, no matter what, wealthy, secure, no matter what, and start tapping into your intuition and do the same there. And you won't have any, it won't be as difficult to do what it is that feels good to you. You'll kind of just, once you choose to let it go, then you'll let it go for the time being. Again, it's moderation and balance. They're not asking you to give up your work completely. Just stop working and go live on a beach somewhere. That was a bit of sarcasm there coming from the from the mermaid guides. They just want you to tap into your intuition and your enjoyment a little bit more. Okay. And to overrate it, because they keep saying they already know what this energy is, to know that you can accomplish something, to know that you're good at it, to know that you're going to master it, whatever the case may be. You already know that kind of energy group too, because you've been able to do it. You've been able to bring things to fruition, to accomplish, be successful in that space. It's a vibration, and they're just asking you to shift the focus from work or providing to receiving right here with your intuition, and just understand that it's safe for you to understand that you know, and you can overrate your intuition there, that you're going to know. If you trust that you know, and without a shadow of a doubt, you know that you know, you're going to know, and it's going to release all of this anxious energy, this worrisome energy about trying to transition into this and how bored you're going to be, and am I making the right moves? Is this the right thing to do? If you let it go and overrate your intuition, you're going to feel really much better, they said. Much better. Group 2, I'm wondering if you're kind of starting to feel the effects of overworking or such focus, and it's a wonderful energy to have that kind of focus, but it does need some balance. Okay, final messages from your mermaid guides here. Positivity. Okay, so they're helping you understand how it is that you can move through the transition and find more balance more easily, which is stay positive. This boredom energy really feels pessimistic to me, like you're doing something and it's like eye rolling. That's what they did. Somebody just rolled their eyes in spirit. I could just see it, right? One of those mermaids just rolled their eyes to give me the energy of it, which is like, oh my God, I'm so over this. They want you to stay positive. That's going to help you. Love that. And she looks like she's celebrating and just having such an amazing fun time. Yeah, she looks happy. And magic. Wow. Well, I kind of feel that about you anyway. I feel like whatever it is that you guys have been able to create here, group number 2, it's abundant, it's prosperous, and you do have some magic within you. This is joining forces, joining worlds, right? This is like a fairy mermaid. So there is some magic within you. You actually have access to it here. They're pointing to this card again. Why? Because of this ball? Interesting. You will be able to see. You've got to be able to learn how to trust your magic now in both areas. Group number 2. I love that you're so successful, and what they're basically asking you to do is transition that energy, because you already know how that feels, into a receiving, receptive, intuitive, heart-centered mode. Because this can make you happy, and then resting, and this can make you happy. This can make you happy. You know, it doesn't have to be just one thing anymore for you, group 2. They're asking you to transition into a beautiful balance of wealth and security and abundance and enjoyment, happiness, joy, serenity, calm, energy. I love that. I love that for you. And you'll be able to do it because you have a bit of magic there guiding you along. This was your reading, group number 2. If you found it helpful, I would appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up or just leave me a comment down below to let me know what resonated with you. And if you know somebody else that might find it helpful, please feel free to share it with them. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the little bell so that the next time I post a pick a card reading, you'll be notified. I'm hopeful for you, group number 2. I know that you have probably been very focused for a very long time, creating the life that you want, but you have accomplished it, and you are successful. And now it's time for you to be able to enjoy some of the fruits of your labor, really get to feel what it feels like to be happy, to be around people that you love, to do it with a positive mindset and some magic here, of course, and to feel really balanced and not in an extreme anymore. You've made it, and now the mermaids are really giving you the opportunity to transition into something that's, it feels like luxurious and just heart-filled, like fulfillment energy and love. So I hope that this reading served you, group 2. Thank you so much. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you're listening to this, then you chose the third pile all the way to the right with the money bag. And very interesting what they had to say about this before I started your reading. They said, it's not all about the money, but there is some coming here. So I guess it's not a focus necessarily on the money, but this is the money bag's charm. And I'm just really excited to see what's going to come up in the reading and what your mermaid guides have to say about it. It's like you can expect some money, but it's not all about the money, which is... we're going to see what they mean by that. Let's see what you have under this Odyssey card here for some core grounding energy. Oh my gosh. Oh God, this is going to be good. Okay, the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Diamonds. So this is all about the money. This is inheritance. This is creating a legacy for yourself. This is financial abundance. This is wealth. This is the completion of that energy. So if you're wondering if there's some money coming in, like they said, it's not all about the money, but you can expect some. And that card tells me absolutely 100%, absolutely 100%. You're going to be wealthy here. This is wealth upon wealth energy. So I don't even know what to say. It is about the money. I guess we're going to understand a little bit more, hopefully, as we move through this reading. What they mean by it's not all about the money, but that is all about the money right there for you, group 3. So we're off to a very lucrative start, wealthy, abundant start. Let's see what we've got under here. Clam. Open up. It's okay to feel vulnerable. Okay. So, well, that is emotional energy. Okay. Open up. It's okay to feel vulnerable. I'm just listening here. You may be receiving some money from someone else there, group number 3. It really feels like that. So if I'm getting this line of them talking about running into a hardship or needing to receive, right? To open up to receive. And you may be wanting or needing to receive some money here, and that will really serve you or help you. And maybe that's what they were talking about. It's not all about the money. It's about being able to receive when you're in need or when you need some help. This also may be, if this is about work for you, group 3, this also may be you have come to a place where you have earned an uptick in your pay or a promotion or a bonus, and they want you to be open to that and to be able to feel vulnerable. It's like, that's scary, right? Like having to ask for a promotion or ask for a raise or think you know your worth is what they just said. It has to do with money for sure. I mean, we can't escape it. I cannot believe you pulled the 10 of Pentacles here with the money bags. That's just money, wealth, money. All right, I'm pulling 3 from the Sacred Creators just to use at the end of your reading. I know I sent that with a question mark. I'm just asking, is it? Yes, okay. If they wanted the top one there. We're going to use that at the end of your reading for a little more extra guidance from your mermaid guides. And now I'm going to just pull a couple from the messages from the mermaids to set aside as well. Woo! This feels like it's time for you to receive, group 3. Whichever way we slice it. Whichever way we slice it. Okay. None of them. Okay, back in the deck. Nope. That's it. I feel like they're really wanting specific cards there. Okay. That's final guidance here. Now I'm going to take the Mermaid Tarot for you, group number 3, and get a little information and get more insight from your mermaid guides about what they're talking about here. Open up to receive some more money. I'm interested. I'm very interested. So I'm going to take these as they come, and I'm pulling 4 here for you. And the top. They like your mermaid guides seem to like the top cards here. Okay. Let's see what we have underneath these Mermaid Tarot cards. Ooh. The 6 of Wands. Yes, it is your time to shine for sure. Group number 3. So you deserve this. This is what it feels like. You deserve it. Whether or not you're going through a difficult time or you've been working really hard, this is a time to shine. You see how everybody is looking at this merman here doing some kind of fire trick. He's on display. He's being acknowledged. He's in the spotlight. And the 6 of Wands is all about that kind of energy. It's success energy. So you may be receiving, again, as I said, it could be many different lines. I'm very interested to see how this is landing for all of you and which line they're wanting me to give some examples. So maybe somebody that you know passes away. And I know we're not hoping for that, but that's one of the lines. It's like an inheritance track where you get a chunk of money from them. You may also, as I said, have a really lucky break or a turn of events that happens when you're needing it most and the money shows up there. Or you're chosen for something. So it's like winning. That's like winning a prize or winning something. Also, like I said, you may be recognized at work or with what you do for a promotion or a raise. You're going to be in the spotlight and be being acknowledged for sure with that card. Okay, now the Empress here showing up for you. I'll show her to you upright. See how she's just hanging out in an abundance of riches and beautiful prosperity energy with the star above her head, holding her shell. See the shell, it's open to receive. So as I said, this is showing up reverse. You may be struggling around this. group number 3, but it's going, the goal and the core energy is saying that you're meant to receive some form, a large form of abundance, some form of abundance. Something's coming to a close, something's changing, and you're meant to receive abundance. Now, the Empress, of course, is amazingly abundant all the time. She's a beautiful, nurturing energy who knows that everything that she's doing is growing all the time. She sees it all around her. She sees it in every nook and cranny, is what your mermaid guides just said. Every nook and cranny. But her being reversed is giving me this feeling of not feeling worthy enough, or like cutting yourself down, like not feeling like you're an abundant person. Why would you deserve that? Why would you receive that? Have you been doing enough work? Or am I sure that I deserve this, is basically what it is, which is the extreme opposite of what the Empress energy is in the first place, which is I'm always abundant. Of course I am. It's unlimited. I'm abundant just by being me. Okay, let's see. Ooh, wow. Queen of Wands energy. Look at that fire. I feel like you've been working on something. You're either trying to do something yourself, or you've been working on something that is magic, is what they just said, magic, which is magic and probably unique. I was going to use the word creative, but it feels unique. So you are meant to be in the spotlight here. Group number 3. Yeah, they said, don't deny that to yourself with this Empress. Open up. It's okay to feel vulnerable and be in the spotlight. It's okay. This clam is just trying to open up to receive. Okay? I feel like this is like you've created something. You have used and harnessed your power to create something beautiful, and it is going to be acknowledged. Look at this again. Group number 3. Oh my goodness. The 4 of Wands here, which is a card of celebration, hitting a marker in the reverse position, hitting a place, landing in a place and getting to a place where you get to celebrate, where people are proud and they're excited with what you have done. A place where people come together in harmony and joy. Here, this looks like kind of getaway energy to me, but you see they're resting and relaxing. They've made it. This gives me kind of honeymoon vibes. But it's like you're not allowing yourself to be, well, acknowledging that you're meant to be in the spotlight in order to be able to receive all of the abundance that you deserve, clearly, clearly that you deserve. Your mermaid guides are like, listen, this is something to celebrate. If you haven't gotten there yet, keep going, because whatever it is that you're creating or what you've got your hands in or what you've, I don't know. There's magic to this card right now with you, group 3. Whatever it is you're working on or thinking about, even if you've had this spark within you to do something, it just feels like you're meant to be either known for it, certainly acknowledged for it, but you might be like well known for it. It's just there's blocks here with like being able to receive it and feel as though you are worthy and abundant, and being able to feel like you're something to celebrate, or this creation or whatever it is something to celebrate. And I think it's attached to some money, because how could it not be with this kind of core energy, right? Let's get more information from the mermaid guides. I'm getting this feeling, I just open up. You can do it. Like the clam is saying, please, it's okay to feel vulnerable. It has this beautiful reward on the other side of it. Please allow yourself to open up. You have this magic type of energy. You're supposed to be in some sort of a spotlight because of what you've been able to create or accomplish, group number 3. Don't deny that to yourself. They're not liking that. Okay, this is the Oceanic Tarot. I'm going to get coupling cards for these, and we'll only read these upright. Yeah. They're telling me shuffle, shuffle, stop, and take the top. See, your mermaid guides really like the top cards. So now we're in a flow of that, I guess. Yep, thank you. Okay, and last but not least, card 4 to couple that 4 of Wands reversed. You are something to celebrate. No. Okay. Woo. Okay, we're only taking these upright. Let's see what's coupling this. The 3 of Cups. Reunion she has here, but the 3 of Cups is literally people coming together in joy and celebration. People coming together to celebrate you. I don't know if you're going to be able to get out of this, group 3. And good for them for pointing this out to you right now, because it is magic. There's something about you, group 3. You guys are like, you have a magic energy to you. And I don't think you're giving yourself the credit that you deserve. And I just wouldn't want you to block this kind of beautiful, abundant energy. Again, it feels like it's financial and monetary, but abundant energy comes in so many forms as well. This joy and happiness and being celebrated or celebrating, being acknowledged, being seen, being heard, being understood, being, like I said, celebrated for what it is that you've been able to accomplish or what you've brought to fruition or what you've created, okay? It's like a magic energy and it's meant to be seen and enjoyed. Reunion. So this may bring people together. Maybe whatever's going on, those different scenarios may be bringing people together in order to be able to receive. So you may be seeing people you haven't seen for a while, they just said. So for some of you, that'll be right. Okay. Anything else for this? These 2 cards make me feel like you're not going to be able to avoid it. You really have to try to avoid it. And they don't want you to do that. Your mermaid guides are like, please, accept it. Oh my God. Look at this. The 10 of Cups, completion. Yes, so if this has something to do with inheritance energy, this is a closing out where all parts of the family are fulfilled. Everybody feels like their cups are filled. They're coming together in love. They're coming together in like divine satisfaction or love. So they feel good. They're fulfilled in harmony. Again, wanting you to receive. So she has completion here. If this for you is something that you have been thinking about or working on, and you're just nervous or not super sure, or you've got a worthiness block stopping you here because it is coupling the Empress, look at how well this is received. 10 of Cups, you complete it and everybody is in joy and celebration as a result. And again, all of your cups are filled, right? Everybody's coming together. If you're working on something or you have a family or other people, all of them will be happy, fulfilled as the result of you allowing yourself to step into an abundant energy, not pretending that you're not the Empress. Sometimes this can be like a creative block, and I hope you understand that it's time to step into your magic if you've been feeling blocked. You have to believe it first, they just said. And this clam will help you. Open up and allow yourself to feel vulnerable will allow you to tap into that creative energy that's meant to bring this to life so that you are seen or, like I said, in the spotlight. And by doing that, it's going to bring such beautiful, you're just going to feel loved. You're going to feel loved. You're going to feel fulfilled. You may be wealthy. Okay. Wow. Okay. Oh my gosh. How many 10s are we going to get? Listen, the 10 is the Wheel of Fortune in the Major Arcana. I think they may have been trying to get me that message, and instead they're giving us all the 10s so I can't miss it. She has responsibility here. This card is a card where you are burdened, right? You feel burdened, and maybe that's what's blocking your creativity. However, it's coupled with the Queen of Wands, and they want you to be able to release the burden, to be able to complete it, move on. If it's, as I said, if it's connected to a responsibility energy where you're meant to be taking care of others, or you feel like you have to take care of others, they will be fulfilled. Don't worry about that. That's for sure. They're saying responsibility to the art. I don't know what that means, but it may hit some of you right between the eyes, they said, right between the eyes. So if you are working on some kind of, if you're an artist of any sort, so, an artist that works with their hands, a musician, I'm trying to think of other examples, a writer, a painter, a sculptor, they're saying, a sculptor. Thank you. This is a little bit harsh, but we're going to take it, right? Because you have such beautiful energy. So many tens. It is your you have a responsibility to put your magic into the art and allow it to be seen. It is avoiding your purpose to not do that. They want you to drop this heavy load of responsibility because it's probably blocking your creative fire, essentially, your magic. And that's what's blocking this beautiful energy fulfillment. So the 10 of Wands is really telling you, release yourself from the responsibility. And I know that that was harsh and it feels like responsibility, but your responsibility is to the fire, is to the art, is to the craft, is to what is being channeled through you. You are the channel. People need to see that. You're meant to show it. You're meant to put it out there. And so anything that's stopping you from doing that, please drop those heavy loads like guilt, shame, you're not good enough, narratives, etc. Because they're giving, again, you have 3 tens. The 10 is the Wheel of Fortune in the Major Arcana. That is your destiny, right? It's connected to good luck with spirit, but this feels like purpose energy. Like it is your purpose to create this, and you're going to be handsomely rewarded for it, but you have to get past your own blocks. You've got to be able to be vulnerable and open up in order to receive that. You've got to be able to take the weight off your shoulders that might be holding back your magic. And the 7 of Cups, possibility. And it's cup. Look at all these cups. So this is a heart-centered energy. That's something that fulfills you, that you love. You probably love to do it. Maybe you're not letting yourself do it because of this reason or because of that reason. This also may, like I said, be somebody very close to you if you're receiving an inheritance. Geez, there's so many options. I feel like there's so many choices. She has possibility here. The 7 of Cups is a beautiful energy. It asks you to kind of dream about the different things that are possible, right? Because she has that word. Dream about the different things that might fill your heart. So if you are feeling stuck in there's nothing to celebrate, or I'm nothing to celebrate, or you're feeling a bit of conflict around things, or maybe if it's around receiving money from somebody else, you've got conflict around doing that. If it's friends or family members, conflict around receiving from that friend or family member, just allow yourself to realize that you have multiple possibilities that you can take, and you're looking to take the best one, right? You're looking to receive the most aligned one for you now. And it is something to receive. It is something to celebrate. It is allowing somebody to provide you, for instance, with help, or that it is your time to receive that inheritance, right? And there may be multiple possibilities of what you could do with that money that's going to fulfill you and help you drop a heavy load here that you might have been carrying, or take care of some of the responsibilities you have. If it's about creation, it feels like you may be a little bit dragged with too many possibilities here. And they're wanting you to know that there's one that's just right for you. And if you allow yourself to dream a bit and kind of, again, it's like taking the weight off your shoulders. You have to do it this way. You have to do it right. And be the channel for a bit, you'll know exactly how it's meant to flow, and it will feel like something to celebrate. Wow. Overall, this is what's meant to happen. This is the purpose. This is the destiny that you're meant to receive here, because we have 3 beautiful 10s. Even the 10 of Wands feels like it fits exactly right for you, group 3. It's time for you to open up and receive based on destiny, apparently. In many ways, you're receiving as well and celebrating. You have multiple success cards and celebration, fulfillment energy here, and magic. Let's see what else they have to give you for some direction through the Sacred Creators Oracle. What does your soul say, group 3? Again, this is about being the channel. Also asking yourself, what, because it's placed here, it's asking, they want you to, they're talking about this card. 62-8, okay. We don't have any 8s. 8 is the Strength card. Using your influence for positivity. Using your influence for positive potential, I think is what they're saying. Anyway, it feels like you're having to ask yourself, be vulnerable with yourself first and say, am I worthy and deserving of this? Do I deserve to shine? Do I deserve to be acknowledged? Do I deserve to have this money? Do I deserve to be fulfilled? Do I deserve to receive? Am I worthy of it? Am I abundant? Am I prosperous? What does your soul say? So if it's not working to kind of hear the way that they were saying it before, right? It may be helpful to actually pose it as a question for yourself. Group number. Wow. And another question. Oh boy. Okay. So this is a little track they're on here. What's your honest truth? Maybe you were like, whatever with my soul when I turned that over. And now they're like, seriously though, what does your soul say? What is your honest truth? I guess you weren't getting out of it. See, your mermaid guides are a bit sassy, group 3, which I like because you have so much magic in you. I don't know what it is that you're meant to receive or meant to create, but it feels wonderful. It feels like it unburdens you, possibly from something that you've been carrying around for a while there. And that's always a good thing. And I hope that you will open up to receive it. But it looks like, again, they're asking you to ask some questions about, they want the truth and they want you to acknowledge what your soul is saying, what your intuition is saying, and what in an honest way, right? What's your honest truth? And lastly, imbalance. I love how they threw that in there. That is nice. That is nice. Yes, thank you. It's interesting how we're putting this card here too, because this is you may be going back and forth, right? Figuring out, how do I open up and be vulnerable, or how do I open up to receive and make that all right in my mind? I'm looking and we do not have a single sword here on this table today. No swords. Or in your heart. Thank you. Okay, fine. Yes. So you may be going back and forth, like, what does my heart say about it? And your mind's kind of tagging you and saying, no. That's why they're asking you to go within yourself and ask for the truth here, and then move forward as you release some of the responsibility that may be keeping you, or the things in your mind. Open up to the possibilities at the same time. And you can do that in balance, just like this. As you begin to release the idea or the notion of not being like somebody to celebrate or something to celebrate, or perhaps conflicts that you're having with other people, and finding your inner harmony and magic, you're doing that in balance. Also, this may be connected because obviously these cards come from the same deck. These may be connected to balance, meaning if you can ask yourself these questions, it actually is going to provide you with more balance. Group 3. Okay, thank you. All right, and to close your reading, we've got a couple of messages from the actual mermaids here, from the messages from your mermaids. They want me to turn it over. Be spontaneous. Ooh, I love that. That feels like the magic I'm talking about with her. You know, she's like, I feel like I'm doing this. I want to create this. I'm doing it. Or if you feel something leaving you, like something that's been heavy that you've been carrying around leaving you, and it allows you to open up to receive all of this beautiful bounty, then it may be a spontaneous thing. Just go with it. An inner knowing. This is a nod to these questions here, of course. And just understanding that if you look within yourself, you will realize that everything these guides are saying to you about your creativity, about being open to receive, about being willing to receive, about being abundant and prosperous, all of that is available to you. And you can trust your inner knowing to remind you of that. And they're kind of prompting you here to do that. You'll be able to find this kind of balance in your inner knowing as well. So it's all within you, group 3. It really is. You are magic a bit here. I can feel this just, like even if you're trying to move upon a new path and it seems like it's a structured path, for instance, that you would take, you still have the spark that it takes to get that insight and move forward. And it may require you to be vulnerable and to open up, but what you're going to receive is something so beautiful, even if that takes a bit of time. So allow yourself to tap into that inner knowing, because it really will be, I believe, so helpful in creating in the future, in receiving, or in finding the balance, or being able to celebrate, you know, and feeling fulfilled and abundant. Well, group 3, this was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you found it helpful, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leave me a comment down below. And if you know someone else that may find it helpful, you can share it with them so that they can receive the messages that they need. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and tap the little bell so the next time that I post a pick a card reading, you'll be notified. I hope you will take this into consideration. These mermaid guides really believe in you. I feel kind of excited for you because it's like they want you to step into the spotlight and into your magic and be able to receive is really what it is. That is the key word for this reading. They want you to be able to release any block that might be holding you back to receive. I hope that you enjoyed your reading and this served you. Thank you so much, group number 3.